one, hey all, welcome to the new format of High Noon. It's a live draw because you know what they say when you're doing usually at high noon, it's time for a showdown and it's time to draw. But we don't draw with guns here, we draw with pencils. Yeah! We've invited a few people in, nobody's responded yet, so I'm glad to have anybody here that's going to be here. Today I'm going to be still trying to catch up on all my live drawings from before. So I'm going to start out with Gridman, try and finish him up. Then I'll move on to something else in DC, Marvel, Cross, Sci-Fi. So this might go a little bit longer. So we'll see what happens. What happens is what happens. So thank you very much for tuning in. I'm going to put the camera now on my drawing. This is one that I started last week on Friday, I think, or Thursday. So hopefully you guys will like what you see. I hope you've been liking the videos I've been putting out all morning. Some of it I'm going to probably be putting up a few extras over the next probably month or less because I'm doing some catch up on some stuff that I've wanted to do. So I'm editing videos and putting them up, just 5-10 minute clips, especially for the reading of the book. That way people can go back and just listen to me read the book if they want. It's up to everybody what they want to do or not do, obviously. And I hope everybody's liking this new format or will like this new format. Eventually we will get it so we won't be putting up quite so many videos per day, but not that not having a lot of videos is good. It gives little bits of content here and there. You can watch 5 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever. I will be trying to do the verse of the day as soon as I get up every morning. Again, this is stuff that I hope people are liking. And the only way that I know what you're liking is by comments and hitting that like button. And if you've yet to subscribe, please subscribe. And of course, make sure you are still subscribed because YouTube has a nasty habit of unsubscribing people. Because I was up to 192, I went up to 192 overnight, and then somehow I put up a couple videos and I'm down to 93, down one. So, and I'm not complaining, I'm just saying this is what things are. So you've got to be aware if you like a channel and you're subscribed to it, you got to check out, make sure, and of course you got to make sure you're hitting that notification bell too, because that way when people are putting up content. And when I finally catch up with all my live draw content, this Christmas season has created havoc with that. The live draw will get better. Well, at least knowing what's going on for it anyways. Hey, Melter, how are you today? Are you liking all the new content? Hey, JP, are you guys liking the way that I've. Okay, cool. Are you guys liking the way that I'm doing some new content and all that? You need to get 4 hours of sleep. Well, that's not necessarily a good thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing either. It is what it is, right, folks? It is what it is. Yeah, I was saying a bit earlier. This live draw might go a little bit longer than what I'm going to be planning for in the future, but just because I'm trying to catch up on all my live draws. Ah, cool. Yeah, I got home and I basically went to bed. I got home a little bit earlier than I was planning, though, still, but EVS just put up a vid. Rizzy was there. He woke up and was still drunk. Yeah, I got his apology message. I told him no problem. No, did not down. I'm not sure what you mean by did not down. Oh, did maybe you mean I did not put it down? It's only one bad stream, and hopefully it'll get lost in the annals of time. Right now, I'm trying to draw Gridman from finishing up my Gridman, and then I'm going to go on to. Uh, let's see. Did I finish my cable? No, I didn't finish my cable, so I'll go on to it. Trying to catch up with a lot of my live drawings that I was having at night. Now that they're at this time of day, I should be able to catch up on do 2 or 3 a day. He didn't remember being in your stream. Oh wow. That's unfortunately part of the problem of getting that drunk. You end up forgetting stuff that you did. I've never been that drunk myself, but yeah. My mom used to be a hard drinker. Although she considered herself a drunk, not an alcoholic, because if it was there, she drank like a fish. If it wasn't, she didn't care. Yeah, Rizzy dropped a lot of F bombs on my stream yesterday. Hey, Twix. Man, it's been so long. I haven't seen your video since last year. Good one, Twix. Good one. Yeah, he was all anti-war campaign last night. Didn't help. So just uh, cool. Did you get it up yet, Twix? We got to get you on here sometime and draw them with us. That's of course if you want to. You know, not gonna force anybody to do anything they don't want to. I'll have to try and remember to check it out in the later today. Oh, okay. Well, that's no problem. No, I just thought I'd offer. Uh, maybe this week, Friday, Voltron's TV could be considered sort of sci-fi. I know it's cartoonish, but maybe I'll do something Voltron-y on Friday. What did I do for New Year's? Well, at first I went out to a dinner and a dance. I thought it was supposed to be Christian singles dance, but it was just a Christian dance. So there was couples there. There was couples with kids there. So, and the music was all tech. Most of it was, they put a lot of techno into it. So the people I went with wanted to leave early. Well, so I didn't get a lot of dancing in. You should draw Lance McLean. That's the leader, right? Twix? Maybe a lion. Okay, who is Lance then? He's just my favorite character, though. Laugh out loud. Well, I could do what I did for G-Force, draw the whole team. He's the paladin of the Blue Lion. Then in the second part, he's the paladin of the Red Lion. Yeah, you should draw the whole team.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, JP, how are you?
I'm good.
Those things. You see you got the cards there?
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I think I got them right there. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. I like them. I had them my growing collection.
Yeah. What are you doing today there? Besides looking at showing my cards off.
Not a whole lot. I might do a little streaming later, but I've got some snow to remove. We had snow last night.
We did not have snow last night.
No snow. Eh? I thought it snows all the time in Canada.
Yeah. Not, at least not here.
Not there, eh? So I have to do a little prep work to build with model tonight.
Cool. Oh yeah, I might get on that with you and try and finish up my CN Tower and Skydome.
Yeah, you should.
I might. I was thinking of using the glue gun to glue pieces in place.
You know, it's not a bad idea. I do that on some stuff too, because it doesn't really matter, you know, if you can't see it.
Yeah. Just because I might start a little bit from the ground up and putting pieces in, because I know how they fit. A lot of them fit now, so it might look better if I start from the ground up.
Right.
Especially if I'm going to glue them in. Now, let's see. Twix says, ooh, you should draw Corin the Gorgeous Man, laugh out loud. For this new animation, I'm literally tracing the lines. Cool. That is good. Twix.
So I missed part of you went out to a dance last night?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't as good as I was hoping, but because a lot of music was the newer techno stuff, and even the older stuff, a lot of it they technoized it. I don't mind techno, but I guess, but I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It was just not what I was expecting, and then the dance itself. Apparently it wasn't what the other thing I was expecting. It was a whole singles thing, but apparently it was not supposed to be that. It was everybody, families and stuff. So there was a lot of kids there. Well, it was in a church, but it was I don't know how to say it. It was all right overall, I guess. It's not what I was expecting at first, so threw me off a little.
Yeah, I worked last night until 11, and then I came home and did a tank stream, and then I went on Manny's show.
Ah, cool.
It was a nice time. I up for quite a while, actually. And what are you drawing now?
I'm drawing Gridman. It's a anime series character.
Okay.
I started drawing him, I think Friday, and then I got somebody on, and they asked me to draw. I'm not sure what his name from a different anime character.
You should draw a space battleship Yamato, Star Blazers.
Star Blazers? Oh, maybe eventually. I'm not sure how good I will be with vehicles. Yeah. Although I did draw I'm not. But it's stuff that I need to start learning to draw better. So
The vehicles.
Yeah. So maybe if I draw it and it looks horrible, it looks horrible, right?
Oh yeah, you can try. I'm probably better at. I'm better at mechanical things than I'm drawing like people.
Yeah.
But that's just for fun. I like building stuff a lot more, probably.
Twix has put a link to probably her video in the chat.
P.S. Melter left, I think. Did he leave?
Or maybe he's going to come in.
I don't
Then
know.
again, he's probably doing something somewhere. He might be at work. Well, not too many people are at work today.
Twix Draw says you need to watch the video now.
Watch it now. Okay.
Now. Twix seems very demanding.
It's probably not long, so let's see how long it is.
I heard you had fun yesterday on your stream. I need to put a new blade in my knife.
Yeah, I'm not getting sound. Oh, that's why I'm not getting sound.
That's fine. I'm gonna get a copyright strike.
Okay, just give me a minute here.
Rick is bad at technology. Well, I guess I'm going to have to talk. Rick is watching someone else's video right now. I knew he'd do this to me. I'd have to do all the work.
Okay, that was just crazy, Twix. Crazy. Okay.
Is that her? Is that like the Welcome to 2019 one?
Who are you talking to? Me?
Yeah.
What? No, it's just her. It was a thing that she did for Voltron.
Okay.
A bit crazy. I gotta figure out how to. Now I need my chat back. So, jeez. Now I gotta go get my chat back.
Oh, she's sending you ones.
Okay, so pop out chat.
I put the cards off to my super secret card location so I don't actually wreck it.
Well, that's always good. Okay. Okay, please, I'm begging you. You're welcome. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Lance was the blue one. Hold on, let me find a good one. I didn't do that. Oh.
You're just causing trouble over there.
Oh, no. So they took down the original one. So here's this one. Okay, I'm going to watch this after. I want to get on with the live drive.
No, it's Rick watches other people's videos today. That's more fun.
Actually, that I could probably do that as
You do like reaction videos.
reaction to my subscribers, their videos.
Yeah. How Canadians think of the rest of the world.
Actually, I might end up doing a stream that I said I was going to do a lot later, going through my comic book collection, just because I'm thinking of a part that I might be able to get. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to do it. You know, we got some of the big names in the comic community, you know, find their comic books that I have, you know, talk with them about them if we can, you know, people like Art to Bear and all that.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, that'd be fun for you, right?
Yeah. It'd be fun for my subscribers too. Might be a way to get some subscribers. And I thought of the other night, I was watching some stream and Art was in the chat and he was saying that he had done Ultimate Spider-Man. And I have I think every single issue of that hard copy.
Right.
So I thought, you know what, it'd be neat to get him on and, you know, have him talk about that. I tried to get him to commit to it in the.
You were cyberbullying him in the chat?
I didn't really. I just put it out there. He never responded one way or another. So.
Yeah, he probably gets a lot of requests, probably.
So, once I go through and show everything, I might do it again. I might try and contact him about it. Might contact Mike, whatever.
Well, it's worth a try.
I need to sort my comic book collection anyway, so. And if something like that comes out of it, I think it would be good.
Agreed.
And it might be another way to new subs,
Yep. You should really try to go on that Pusa Studios sometimes when they're doing live.
Yeah. Well, now that most of my nights are going to be free, I might do that.
You do get, you get a fair amount of subs and get different people exposed to your channel.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna put it. I'll probably put it out there that I'm there. My thing. I don't want to do a lot of the sub for sub, and I know that seems a bit selfish or whatever, but I don't want to end up with 5,000 subscriptions.
Well, yeah, you do.
Pardon?
But yeah, you want to really just sub and connect with people that might like your content.
Yeah.
That's all I do. I don't sub to everybody. I only sub to people I would actually think I might want to watch their content.
Yeah. Right now I've got over 100. I'm sub to over 100 people. And I don't even watch a tenth of their content.
Right.
And that's sort of probably bad on my part, but there's only so much time in a day. And every time I do a new program for talking to, that's what I'm going to call it now, talking to these indie creators.
Yeah.
I sub to a new guy because I sub to them. I'm bringing them on my show, and I'm telling other people to sub to them. So why the heck shouldn't I sub to them too? Can't be a bit of a moron by not doing something I want them to do myself. If you know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I guess everybody's sleeping today. Yeah, I primarily wanted to come in, say hi, show the cards, and hang out for a few because we're gonna have some. We're gonna have dinner soon.
You mean lunch, right?
Well, you can call it. I guess we're gonna call it dinner today. It's it's a fancy day off.
Okay. The only reason is just, I'm used to dinner being what you might also call supper.
Yeah. We can call it all kinds of stuff. I'm just playing around doing some drawing myself. Nothing fancy. Will you be streaming tonight also? Oh no, yeah, no. You might come on. You might come on.
Yeah, that's about it. Unless I'm going on somebody else's stream for some special purpose. I'm not going to be streaming at night. I'll probably be dropping a few more videos throughout the day. Like I want to go and get some of the stuff that I've done in the live, either my live draws for my characters or the digital stuff I've done, and speed draw them together, time lapse them, and go over it with their profile. The character's information, and put that stuff up there.
Yeah, if you should, I'm gonna in the Hangouts. I'm gonna put a link to a guy who does reviews for Battleship for World of Warships. But the way he lays his stuff out, you could actually, you could look at that once and just see how he does it.
Yeah.
Just an idea for you, because I like the way he lays out his ship reviews. So
Yeah.
I'll have to find a good one, and I'll just put it in there.
What in the world are you guys doing?
Oh.
Who's that?
That's a model.
Oh, model, what are you doing?
Just seeing what you guys are doing.
I'm drawing Gridman, or trying to.
I think that's another character he stole from John Dillard.
Cool.
He steals all his.
John doesn't need him.
No. He doesn't need them. I was just going to give a link to. Let's see. I'm going to give a link to Rick.
Yeah, just put, where are you putting it, in the chat?
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the Hangout.
Well, maybe put it in the chat.
Okay.
That way I can get it later.
Okay.
I can come back and watch this, and
what he does is he takes, he'll take the characteristics of the ship and highlight that. It's probably at the beginning. I'm looking at it just at the beginning of the video, and then he'll do like gameplay. But I kind of like the way he lays out the characteristics of the ship. So, just an idea.
Yeah, I'm open to all sorts of ideas. I wanna create content for a bunch of different people. Stuff that I like, and well, hopefully everything I like. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing the whole. I might do that on a Saturday though. That'll be a Saturday thing.
What
if I do my comics, sorting them out and writing out information on them. I might just record myself doing it. I might not. Trying to decide whether to do it live or just record myself doing it.
I heard Manny took his shirt off on your stream.
He didn't take it off. It was already off.
So he's streaming without a shirt on? What's going on? Is that what they do in Hawaii?
Well, I guess he didn't have his fan on. It was hot. He got the camera off of his his tablet or whatever.
Yeah.
And he forgot that he had his shirt off. Well, in doing it, and in the way he moved the camera, he had he got a glimpse of him without his shirt on.
Got a gleam of his manliness.
How'd he look?
I don't know. I missed it. I was doing something else, paying attention to something else, and I haven't went and re-looked at it. So
I'll have to. I want to go rewatch that stream. I heard that was fun.
Yeah, Rizzy let off a lot of F-bombs.
Right, he's a very passionate young man.
Yes.
How many did he have in him?
He had that. Apparently, he doesn't even remember being on the stream, so that tells you something right there.
That was it's something. He did feel real bad about that. Yeah, I hope he said he was going to send you an apology or something.
Yeah, he apologized, and I like, no problem.
I'm trying to draw a submarine, but it's just a good drawing practice thing. It's not. I'm not getting it quite right, but oh well.
Have you got Aquaman fever?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I just have a.
Yeah.
I have a book. I have a coloring book, and I just.
You have a coloring book? Ooh.
It has all kinds of different ships in it.
Rick, do you think JP stays in the lines?
Well, you guys are gonna. You guys.
Sometimes.
I'm not gonna draw. I want to color my coloring book now. That's it. That's what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna color your ships? What
Yep.
do you do in their model?
I'm gluing some drawers together.
Ooh, exciting stuff.
So you're gonna make fun of me. I'm gonna make fun of myself. But
I would never make fun of you, JP.
I know you wouldn't.
Hey, he just gave you all sorts of ammo to make fun of him back, though. At least you're coloring or whatever. He's just gluing drawers together.
He's playing with his drawers on stream.
Yeah.
Seems inappropriate, but what do I know?
Well, if I was Manny, drawers would be optional.
Yeah, they might not even be on. Well, I'm just gonna come in here and do just some gray. Nothing fancy.
Yeah, it's just a little gray, happy little submarine.
It's a submarine. It's a submarine. I don't know what it. I don't actually know the color.
Aren't most submarines black?
Around this period of time, I think a lot of them were gray. This is a USS Torsk.
Okay, gray, black or dark gray.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got
unless you're the Beatles and you have a yellow submarine.
That's true. I could do it yellow.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
I thought you weren't going to sing anymore, Rick.
Did I say that?
Rather he did.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I've heard worse.
You said you would rather I did or didn't sing.
Did. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's go.
That's torture to people's ears.
That's true.
I know I can't sing well. I can sing, just not well. Not really many people want me in a solo, let alone a choir. They want me. They want me to sing solo. Solo they can't hear. I can even make fun of myself.
Yeah.
I would like you to sing solo that song from the game, the Connect dance game. That's what I would like you to sing.
And I have no idea what that song is.
I do not either.
One of the cringiest things that has ever used the Star Wars name.
Cringe is good. I get to put some red on here too. It has that nice. Nice.
Tap 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 tap. We got some Morse code going on here.
Why we have Morse code?
There's a woodpecker outside.
Okay. I'm probably gonna be. I won't be in here too much longer, sir. I think I hear people moving around up in the dining room, getting food on the table. We're having meatloaf, and then Pink Floyd's coming over later.
Gonna meet the loaf?
I think so.
See how delicious he is?
I'm not answering that question. I thought this was a family stream, Rick. I heard all kinds of stuff. I missed a couple episodes, and
Everything goes to hell, right?
Yeah. You're probably thinking, oh my God. But you should promote the fact. You should promote it. Promote it. It's good for the numbers.
Promote what?
All the craziness.
Oh, yeah. The non-drama craziness.
There's no drama on my channel.
Well, I know people like the fact that there's no drama here, so if we can keep it that way, all the better, right?
We're gonna have drama tonight, right, Mono?
Oh, of course. You won't even believe how much.
Be insane.
Probably be some shout outs, putting some people on blast.
Oh. Don't have that color.
My chair started squeaking today or yesterday.
Oh, lovely.
All of a sudden it's squeaking like no matter where I move, so I gotta get some WD-40.
I should do that for mine, see if it helps.
I ate a lot during the holidays, but not that much.
I got a bunch of gray, the gray brush. They're not really expensive ones, but they seem that's not a bad color. All the variations of the gray are not much what I like. I'm having trouble with the lines.
With the lines? You mean like doing the inking?
No, staying inside.
Oh.
Woody keeps dropping by.
Yeah, I wouldn't even worry about it too much there, JP. Just
okay.
Make it a concept sketch, then you can just go wild.
I'm not sketching, I'm coloring, man. Made fun of me, so I'm going to color. Stays within the theme of my content. It's a warship.
Ship of the day.
Yep. You ever see the movie Operation Petticoat?
Oh, yeah.
I should have painted it pink. I think the coloring of warships would be very popular on stream.
You'll never know until you give it a try.
I'm doing it right now.
Your Rick's numbers, they going crazy?
I think they are. He's not promoting it, right?
Yeah.
He's got a hashtag with some tags in there. This is an older submarine. Boom, boom. Yeah.
I've got to go out and get hardboard.
Oh, now you got to go get tools.
Yeah, I gotta go to Home Depot. I had four sheets of it, and I just got sick of moving it around, so I threw it away, and now I need it.
That makes sense.
That'll teach you.
Absolutely. Par for
Never,
course.
ever throw anything away.
Well, it was hardboard that I had used on like a movable partition for the shop, and so it had some holes drilled into it for screws, on the 16s. But what I'm doing now with these drawer bottoms, there was so much usable material and all of that, and I just thought, this has got holes in it. I'll never need this.
Right.
And I tossed it.
And now you need it. Or you could use it easy enough.
Absolutely.
It'd be good for the prototypes, right?
Yep. Yeah, so far it's going really well, too.
Yeah, those look pretty nice. Manny! I see Manny in the chat.
Hey, good dog.
I need to go get a strap clamp. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. Are you being a good dog, Manny? Or are you being a bad dog?
He is a good dog. Aloha. Yeah, I gotta, after this, well, I'm gonna eat. We're gonna eat some meatloaf. And then I gotta go blow some snow.
Blow snow?
Yeah. Snow blowing.
Last night I spilled a whole cup of coffee on my stream on my desk. It was the highlight of the stream.
Yeah. I tweeted that out. I said, come watch model spill coffee. I figured that'd get some hits, you know?
So far, I haven't injured myself horribly on a stream. That's the one thing I'm trying not to do.
Oh, Test Monkey's here too. Mono and JP, we are watching paint dry.
Yeah. We came to make the, we came to allow Rick to do drawing, and we'll have conversation while we do things that require concentration also. Right, model? So this is like a preview of tonight's stream.
Exactly. Yeah.
A lot of
You're getting a look at tonight's stream, so I have to do this. I've wanted to do this as like a product to make available to the public for a long, long time, and I've never done it, but I've got such a mess now that I have to do it.
And what's that?
what are you doing?
Desktop organization. So what I did was I've been working for, well, I guess, yeah, it's been a week because I started at my parents' house on Christmas designing a modular set of organizers in CAD that can all be shipped flat, flat pack.
Yeah.
And it all locks together. And all the individual pieces all like lock together. They interlock and stack, so you can build like a wall of these little shelves and racks and things on a desk. So for tools, for art supplies, all kinds of stuff. So I'm doing prototypes to make sure everything fits together.
Model wants to be the IKEA of the model world.
Well, I'm going to try to step it up a little bit from IKEA, but
Okay. Well, I mean,
not a whole lot, I would say. But
will you be like shipping like meatballs or some sort of food product with the
lingonberries, locally grown lingonberries from my backyard? I don't know if they're lingonberries, but they're red.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. You could send ligma berries. People could get ligma.
Yeah. Hey, they grow wild. They're free, so I'll throw a handful in.
Oh yeah.
Not in a bag or anything. I'll just throw a handful in the box.
Yeah.
Test Monkey says fruit fitting.
Kidding. Now I have a problem when I do these colorings of the water, because water is not actually, blue. It's some sort of weird combination of wherever it is. So I don't really do that.
I'm trying to think. There's a painter who like specializes in military, and he does a lot of the cover art for like squadron books and things like that. I'm trying to think of that guy's name, but he does all that. Got a huge online gallery. It's really cool reference to go and look at. He renders out water and mountains and
right. No, Manny, I'm not drawing. I'm just coloring in one of my Dover coloring books. So everything's already drawn. I just have fun coloring them in.
So Rick, this is how all the stuff will come in a box.
Oh, cool.
Pre-cut, you pop it out, and then it all fits together. You got to glue it, but
you got to glue it. I guess that's not too bad. I think most people could glue.
Yeah, it's not difficult, but if you're going to put tools and stuff in it, you'll want some structural soundness to it.
What kind of glue would you use?
Straight.
At least I'm not as loud as you're drawing.
I know. Sorry. God. Excuse me. I apologize. I couldn't do noisy stuff.
Joshua says, Happy New Year, Hail Raven. Manny says, Happy New Year, Hail Jesus. And this says, cool coloring with JP.
Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. Hopefully you're making the best of it on your first day.
Yeah, it's pretty much just another day.
You know, I saw a lot of tweets last night. The general consensus on 2018 wasn't particularly great from a lot of people.
I don't think any year is actually particularly great to most people. Well, unless you win the lottery or something like that, right?
Well, I think every day is pretty good that you wake up. I'm generally a fan of that.
Yeah, a friend of mine, her sister, the day after Christmas, out of the blue, had a massive heart attack and died. No previous history or medical issues. Pretty shocking.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's a nice story, Model.
Well, I'd like to uplift here on the first day of 2018.
2018?
Or 19, see? Stuck in the past too, just like JP.
Thank you.
So, Rick, you're going to work on your building tonight? Your Rogers Center?
Yeah, right. The Sky Dome. I'm working on the Sky Dome. It even says Sky Dome on that.
And what is that part of?
The Sky Dome is a dome stadium. It's where the Toronto Blue Jays play and the Toronto Argonauts. Blue Jays are baseball. Argonauts are football.
I'm sorry.
I've never seen football in that stadium, but I have seen baseball.
Baseball have been very, very good to me.
Not really well, I've seen football. We have the rival here in Hamilton. We have the rival team to the Toronto Argonauts, the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
The Tiger Cats. You guys had all the good names were taken by American football, weren't they?
Well,
yeah, we took the good stuff, and now you have like the Ottawa Maple Distillers.
Actually,
or
well,
the
no, I think it's
Montreal
the
Moose Herders.
Yeah.
yeah. Ottawa Rough Riders. No, that or is it Rough Riders? I'm not sure. I think one is we had two teams with the name Rough Riders, and one of them ended up changing their name. I forget which one.
How can you have? That's
What
like
did they change their name to?
I forget. I think it was Ottawa. What did he change the name to?
the Ottawa Orangemen.
The Hairy Bears. The Hairy Bears and the Rough Riders face off.
I forget all this. Oh, I think it was Saskatchewan that had the other Rough Rider team. Let's see. I'll figure this out for people. Not that anybody cares.
They care.
It's important.
Where is my
Oh, model, when you machine that stuff, do you like hold it down on a vacuum table or is it just mechanical?
This I just clamped down. I made a bump stop jig that I screwed down to the wasteboard.
Yeah.
And I basically I went to the table saw. I pre-cut all the blanks, and then I just slam them up against that bump stop, clamp them in, and let it go. They're small enough pieces. I might do something bigger in the future, but for what I'm doing here, small runs.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of waste, but it's not like this stuff is very expensive. But if I started to do a bunch of them, I'd want to cut down on that waste.
Well, guys, I gotta go. It's time to eat. Rick, tell Rick goodbye.
All right. Well, have a good day. We'll see you tonight.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Okay,
not going
later.
here. I'm going to glue this together, and then I'm going to head back out to the shop.
Just wanted to make sure I came in, and I'll show. I got my cards from Rick in the mail. It came. They didn't come. They didn't come in the normal U.S. Post truck. There was the guy was on a moose. I'll see you later.
See you later. We'll see you tonight, JP.
Yep. Good night, Rick.
Night. Later.
Good night.
Let's see. We got the BC Lions, Edmonton Raiders, Saskatchewan Rough Riders, Hamilton Tiger Cats, Toronto Argonauts, Ottawa changed their name to Red Blades, and the Montreal Alouettes.
Alouettes. Oh,
Yeah.
Come on. In Montreal. They're always up to something.
Surprised Edmonton didn't have a team. I thought they did. We got two major cities in the province of Alberta. So I was thinking one of them. They might have both had a.
I wish hockey would return to its glorious days of like the 70s and 80s. Bunch of fights. Toothless guys on all the collector's cards. You remember? Did you ever see any of those cards from the 80s, like the hockey cards, tops?
Seen them, yeah.
It'd be all guys smiling with no front teeth.
Seen them, collected them, no.
That was great.
I know it's weird. I'm Canadian and I'm not a big hockey fan. It's just like sacrilege. That's just like sacrilege, I know.
It is, absolutely. I think you might be the first Canadian I've ever met. Not a big hockey fan.
And he says, moose mail. I guess for how he thinks stuff gets to people. Here in the land of, I don't know.
Something.
Here in the land of the midnight sun. Although that's not quite north. We're not quite north enough. I'm not quite north enough for that. Man, he's a traitor to his own national sport.
Well, where are you close to?
I'm in Hamilton.
Okay.
The closest team to me would be the Toronto Maple Leafs.
I used to have to make periodic trips to Toronto.
Used to? In other words, you don't have to anymore?
I don't have to anymore. When I worked for Paramount, and they still owned that Wonderland park up there.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Sometimes I would have to go up there to do technical stuff.
Yeah, they sold that years ago. I'm not sure whether it's a good thing or a bad thing that they sold it.
So who owns it now? Another big company, or is it just privately owned?
Cedar Fair.
I'm not familiar.
Well, they have a whole big chain of things in the States, parks in the States.
Okay, kind of like Six Flags type thing?
Yeah. They probably have close to as many, I think. In the States, anyways, I think. That's as close to as many Cedar Fair as, what's the name? Six Flags.
Yeah, and I've never heard that name before.
Maybe.
Are the parks called that name, or are they under a different name?
I think they're under that name. You can't give me a sec. Cedar. Yeah. Let's see. Tell you which one's the one in the States. Where are you in the States?
Well, I'm in Georgia, in Atlanta. Yeah, and I mean, me not knowing is really no big deal. I'm just not in that industry or that business anymore where I even hear about news and.
Yeah. Cedar Point, not sure, from Sandusky, Ohio. Dornery Park and Water.
Sandusky. That's where Callahan Auto Parts is.
World of Fun, Valley Fairs in Satoke, Shakopee, Minnesota.
Shakopee. Yeah, I've been to Valley Fair. I used to live in Minnesota.
Michigan's Adventure in Muskegon, Michigan.
All right, so I am aware of their parks, just not that name.
World of Fun is in Kansas City, Missouri. Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. Kings Dominion in Doswell, Virginia. Gilroy Gardens in California.
Kings Dominion, that used to be a Paramount Park too.
Yeah.
I built an architectural model for a roller coaster for that park years ago. Like 20 years ago.
Cool. Let's see. Dornary Park and Wild Water Kingdom. I know I said it, but it's in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Carol Wings in Charlotte, North Carolina. And California's Great America in Santa Clara, California.
Well, yeah, it sounds like Paramount Park sold off all the parks because Carowinds in Charlotte was Paramount Park too. So it sounds like they got rid of all of them.
Yeah, they got a bunch of, most of these show places that already have things for water parks. So, yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They got 12 parks. So. Man, he says,
all those parks used to license all the properties from Viacom and Warner Brothers for, like their shows and their costumes and things like that. So they'd have Klingons walking around the parks and things like that.
Actually, they didn't have to. Well, I wasn't there a lot when they were under Paramount. I was going to say they didn't have a lot of Klingons walking around. I was there a few times when they were under thing. I forget who they first opened under. The name. Because they opened like in 80 something. 80, I think. I just saw. Let's see if I can close it completely down now. Canada's Wonderland. Click it. There used to be one called Sunnyside Amusement Park, which was the predecessor to Wonderland. The planning began in 1972. Construction on to early 81. It opened officially on the 23rd of May, 1981. And was originally owned by, no, not sure who it was owned by here. It doesn't say. Well, it probably does, but I'm missing it somehow. And you've probably never seen a show called The Littlest Hobo?
I don't think so.
Probably not. I'm pretty sure it's a Canadian show about a traveling hobo dog that helps people out. I saw
The Littlest Giant on Ren and Stimpy. Which might have been a play on that.
Pardon?
It could have been a play on that because they like to make little jabs at Canada a lot.
Okay.
Ren and Stimpy. They had the Royal Canadian Kilted Yaxmen were the police.
Yeah, lots of shows like to poke fun at Canada.
I don't know why.
Seems to be fun to be poke fun at Canada. Canadians just seem to take it, so they think they can get away with it easy, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, eh?
Yeah, eh? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Manny said a while back, Model, you are so meticulous. I would have just slapped it together already.
Well, that's one thing I am known for. Not by you guys, but I do very clean, precise work. After a lot of years of learning how to be patient, and it took a long time. I never used to be, when I was younger, I'd slap things together too because you'd want to get it done. But after a while, you start to enjoy the process, more as just kind of like the journey rather than the destination.
Yeah.
And that's when your level of craftsmanship will really go up. I've heard multiple people say that in all different disciplines. You have to learn to love every part of the process of what you're doing. What do they say? There's an average amount of hours. I think most people say it's 10,000 hours. If you do 10,000 hours of anything, you'll be approaching mastery of something.
Lorenzo said, I've been to Cedar Point as well as Deer Park Funland. That later became Michigan Adventure, if I recall correctly. Oh, cool. I haven't been to Cedar Point yet. I've wanted to. Although we have a ride called Leviathan, and it's supposed to be like the fifth or fourth largest in the. I'm not sure in the world or what for height. Let's see.
I went on one of those like really high one, known for being high. It was a Superman ride up in Minnesota. That thing terrified me. It was awful. Although the second time was pretty fun. The first time was just like, ooh, so much adrenaline. You get that sick feeling. That thing was intense.
Yeah. Knocked down to number 9 in height. It used to be up further for live violence. It's the top ninth tallest roller coaster. It used to be higher. It's number 7 for longest.
See the can of WD-40 up on the shelf. This chair is going to get doused in it after I get off the stream.
What was it? I thought it had the biggest, like fifth biggest drop.
has this ride up in Massachusetts at that Six Flags up there, Superman. That's what it has a huge drop. It actually drops like 200 some feet and it goes underground. So you get down to the ground and it's underground.
Okay, I guess they've gotten a few more. I went down. It's not like I said number. Was longest drop. It's number 7. It's 306-foot drop. There's the one that. Oh, it's awesome. The one that's slightly bigger of a drop is Steel Dragon 2000 in Japan. It's 306.8 feet.
That's horrifying.
The tallest one is in the United States, Kinga Ka at Six Flags, 418 feet.
Well, what about some of those rides on those buildings in Dubai that are on top of, like, on the outside of skyscrapers?
Well, unless their drop is like to the ground, they
Right.
have the drop the drop itself, how or whatever. There's let's see, 1, 2, 3 that aren't 1, 2, 4 that aren't in the States. Here, 1's in Poland, which is number 10. 7 is Canada. 6 is Japan. And actually, 3 has 2. 2 are tied. One from the States and one from Australia. So, let's see. Lorenzo says, one or both of the parks I went to had a wooden roller coaster. Also, there used to be a ride called the Corkscrew. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure about there, but lots of roller coasters have corkscrews in them. So nowadays.
Oh, too bad JP isn't here. He could tell us about Polish roller coasters or Cherry. All right. Okay, I got more parts to go cut, Mr. Rick. So I think I'm going to be
gone,
leaving you for the time being.
Okie dokie.
Because I have to get stuff ready for the show tonight. Oh, geez, it's already 1:30. Holy smokes. January 1st is going by too fast.
No problem. I know this stuff happens, so people have stuff to do. Do this stuff.
Well, if I don't pre-cut everything for the show, I won't have anything to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got these little pins on the side here. And
Yeah.
the back of the drawer is cut at an angle. So there's a little slot for the pin. And when the drawer gets out to the end, it'll tip down and lock.
Oh, cool.
So if you have like pens and tools and stuff, you can have it tip down towards you.
Sounds decent.
And the pin keeps the drawer from going further back from the front. So I've got to go cut those pins. I've got 2 of these cut. I've got 2 medium ones cut. And then I have to figure out a corner unit. And I'm not sure what to do about paint.
Maybe just stain it.
Well, I'm talking about for storage of paint bottles.
Oh, okay.
I've got easily 400 bottles of paint like this, maybe more.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no way I want to have rows and rows of bottles of paint on this thing. But what I might do is make a small movable tray where you can put like 30 bottles of the paint that you're using a lot of at the time.
Yeah.
And then keep that out. Because between all the manufacturers, I've got two circular 3-tiered racks that I made that have probably 300 bottles of paint on. I think it's 150 on each one. They're off to the side.
Yeah.
But I think that'll work out good doing it that way. Maybe put enough up here, tiers for say like 100 bottles, 120 bottles maybe between all of it. You don't need to have 400 bottles up there.
Yeah. Well, even if you created a separate one just for maybe you get that's for all those type of tools, the brushes and all that. You can maybe create a separate one, which gives you more money, really. One for
Well,
paint.
there's going to be right now. The way I have it planned is for 3 levels. So each next level going up will fit into this as they go up. So you don't have to have them all stacked up, but you can go, and I think 3 high is probably, well, I mean, I guess it could probably go higher if you wanted, but I was thinking of like a large drawer unit on the bottom and then different types of shelving, because I've got tons and tons of jeweler's pliers that I would like to have just on a dowel sitting.
Yeah.
And then I want one specifically for airbrush, for all my airbrush crap, with hangers for the hoses and the airbrushes. And I'll probably put a small blower in the back and vent it out the window. I got some planning to do, but there are a couple of companies that do stuff like this for hobbyists.
Yeah.
And I've been meaning to do this for a couple of years. I've just been, of course, there's always a million projects.
Yeah, for sure. And you're always adding more.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's too easy to add more.
But the current state of my desk has to be dealt with. Desks, plural. I've got 2 offices and a whole wood shop that needs to be organized. All right, Rick, you have a great day, my friend.
Okay,
and we will see you tonight.
Yes. What time?
8 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, yeah. We will see you then.
All right, bud. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So it's me by myself again for a while. We're getting this guy done. He's really all these the techno stuff dealing with. It's like Transformers. There's something. Yeah, so we still got 3 people watching. Cool. My mom's one. Because I can hear myself on the TV in the living room. Okay, so now we gotta ink this thing. Oh, we're down to 1 person. Gotta get this at least inked, maybe colored. Anybody who's watching, feel free to comment, ask questions. Hey, Melter. Yeah, lots of detail, lots of detail. How was dinner? Oh no, that was JP. I had to watch Crypto's interview with JDA, Row, and EVS a bit, and see what happened on Mini Stream too. Yeah, so much drama going on, it's hard to keep up. Yeah, Crypto is testosterone overload. I pitched an idea to him last night. We might do it on his channel one day. Cool. Can you speak the idea? Or type it, whatever. Ah, hello, Eve Harvey Art. How are you? Glad you could come and check out this stream here. I'm good, just joining live stream. You? I am cool. Cool drawing, by the way. Thank you very much. It is supposed to be Gridman from, I think it's 4S's Gridman. I started it on another stream on Friday, but somebody asked me to draw a different anime character. And then I started on my cable, which I didn't finish off either, which I'll be finishing off. Here in a bit after I finish inking and coloring him. Oh, thank you very much for subbing. I'm live drawing Monday to Friday at noon. Some sort of character. Usually I'm trying to catch up on some of my live drawings. I got behind due to Christmas and New Year's and all that lovely stuff. I have a few other ideas, but if you want to read them, I have pinned them on my Twitter page. Cool. I will check that out later, Malter. I will. I got another channel too. Yours looks great. Thank you. I'll check. Try and remember to check you out. In fact, you know what? Let's see. Open a new tab. Oh. Wow. Cool. I just subbed to you too, Eve. Cool. Yeah. I do that too. Here I support. We're a part of a fairly big comic book community. Usually every Saturday, I have people on from indie comic books that they've got going, and get them to talk about the book. And we go. They have most of them have an Indiegogo going or some sort of crowdfunding going, and we talk about it a little bit. Well, you're a lot closer to me than 1,500. I'd love to be there right about now. I can't wait to get over 1,000 subs and get monetized. but we're glad to have you here. You also got to get 4,000 hours of watch time to get monetized. It sucks. Well, at this point, I'm not worried about the 4,000 hours. I'm sure by the time I have 1,000 subs, I will have the time, no problem, because as you see, I'm just like close to 200 and I'm like close to 2,000 hours watched or more. So I'm not worried about the time. Produce enough videos and that to have that happen easy enough. The hard part for me is getting the subs. You've done 2 streams a day that last 3 hours each. Well, not since I started doing it, and for a while I've been kicking it down to about an hour and a half each. So, but I have quite a few that are 2 hours plus. I have lots that are like an hour and a half plus. So I'm not worried about, like I said, not worried about the hours watched. I just need, heck, if I got 1,000 subs, the 800 subs that I need overnight, and they start watching my stuff, I'd be subbed in a week. I'd be. It was fun being here. I have your notifications on, so be there for your next video. Cool. Yeah, I'll be doing. I do. I started a new format starting today. I used to have, as he said, 2 live streams a day. Now I've kicked it down to 1, and I'm putting up a whole bunch of other short videos. And if you ever want to come on and draw, if you're on Twitter, just let me know. I'll send you a link as well. Seem cool? Okay, figure out how to do it. Maybe I can send it directly to your email or something, but we can figure that out at a later date. Later time. Thanks, Eagle. Sounds like somebody's bowling upstairs. Oh, we got 7 people viewing. Cool. Like I said, if anybody has any questions, comments, feel free to ask, say anything. I'm usually a fairly open book. think I'll start trying to color these. I'll digitally do a fast color thing. Record myself coloring them and speed lapse, time lapse, that sort of thing. I know it shows gray, but it's a little too stiff for my liking. I'm just going to color the black or the grays in. Let's see. Put underneath. Just don't want to muck up anything underneath. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing that too. So, what was your favorite drawing of 2018 of all the hundreds that I did? You want me to choose one? I have no clue. Let me go over my stuff and get back to you. I've got a lot of my stuff downloaded from the last little while, or for since the beginning. I just gotta shoot. Hey, Tank. Well, if you can, Tank, feel free to drop in. I'm not sure whether it's conducive for what you're doing or where you are. Tank, the link should be in the usual spot. He's saying da, 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 da. Does this one count? I started in 2018. I'm walking to the store, lots of traffic. Ah, no problem. Uh, did you have fun on many streamlets? Like, indeed, indeed. It's cold where I am. It's not too cold here. Not that I've been out today, but it was raining last night for New Year's. We had snow a couple days ago, but it's pretty much all gone now. I thought it never gets cold in Africa. My bit above freezing, says Tank. I miss 20-degree weather. Says Melter. Take it you're talking Fahrenheit, Melter. Why the heck would you miss 20-degree weather if you're talking Fahrenheit? Talking Celsius, I miss that. Yes, because it's used later in America. Yes, Mother.
Nothing really. Your tree doesn't look the greatest.
Huh.
Oh, that's right.
America. Yes.
Pardon?
Oh, just reading comments. Oh, so easy. Should I come on to make sure noise? Sure. You can come on and make noise, JP. Noise can be good. I think that's good.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, hey. Back again for your punishment?
Yep. I'm just changing up the workshop a little bit. You know.
Hey.
Who's that?
Back again for your punishment?
Oh,
That's you.
yeah, it's me. I'm a boomer. Just messing with the workshop a little bit.
Cool. That's always good.
That's why I said I'm going to make noise. Took some steel plates from the garage. Put them on the oak.
Cool.
Nice patina to them, you know.
Okay. 0119. The first finished drawing of 2019.
That's pretty nice, Rick.
Thanks. One of the last, I think my last drawing that I finished in 2018. Finish up my cable today, and then I think I'll do 2 a day till I'm caught up.
How many are you behind?
Oh, too many.
Sorry about that. Oop.
He's just He's destroying the place.
I know. Boom. Ah.
Oh, let's see. I got today's, which was supposed to be Beast Boy. I've got Monday's, which was supposed to be my character, Demon Blaster. Got Cable from last week, which I'm about to finish up here. And I've also got the Android from Dark Matter from last Friday. But I think I'm going to do Voltron this Friday, so.
I muted myself for a second there so I wouldn't make too much noise. It's always good to keep the workshop organized, right?
Yeah.
Nothing says guy like a big sheet of steel.
Yeah.
I put it so there's a little lip here, so if I'm working on something, I can just kind of put it off in there. So how long are you going for today?
Well, I'm going to probably finish off Cable here. Like I said, I think I'm going to try and do 2 guys a day to catch up. Hopefully that'll catch me up either by Friday or Monday, the latest.
Okay.
I was going to go longer. Well, it depends on how easy or whatever. What's his name there took a really long time, so. Gridman.
Oh, yes.
So tomorrow I might actually be able to do a little bit more than 2.
I took all my longer lumber, put it in the garage. I wanted to put a thing right here for all the screwdrivers and stuff. Not screwdrivers, but other various tools I use. That would require this moving. And maybe putting it like that.
This is the noisy stream today.
I told you I'd come on and make some noise.
Yeah. I'm gonna figure that out.
That would need to be mounted a little differently. Have to think about that.
You're gonna think about it?
I think about it. Yeah, so this is actually some lumber that we've cut and planed ourselves. I think this one is maple, and this the fine one, the whiter one, is just a sheet of poplar. So this has just been rough planed. If I wanted to do it usually for something fancy, I would do another sanding or something on it.
Is that Canadian maple?
No, not Canadian maple. I don't know if you can actually see it. That's better. Yeah, that's probably better. So I'll probably use some of that for that. But I thought since you were still on, I'd pop in and make some noise.
Yeah. It's always good making some noise, I guess.
Stuck in there. There. All kinds of workshop noise.
Yeah. I didn't quite realize you literally meant noise, but you know. I think it adds something to the stream.
It was getting quiet. I was like, I don't know. Is Rick there?
Yeah. Unfortunately, when you're by yourself, unless you can figure out something to talk about, unless you've come up with something to talk about, it's hard to talk about nothing.
True. And when you're drawing or building or doing something, you don't want to have to try and force yourself into doing it, then it's not that fun.
Yeah.
Melther's phone was going to die on him. Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's about 5 minutes ago.
Well, I will actually I will head out. I wanted to come back and say hi again.
All right, no problem.
I'm going to make some actual noise, so you don't need that.
You can mute. I was going to say you can mute yourself, but
Yeah,
I guess it's not much difference then, eh?
Yeah. Then you'd have two quiet people working, right? But you have a good day and Happy New Year.
Okay, you too.
Maybe I'll see you later.
Yep, for sure.
Okay.
So that was JP4. We'll have to put his stuff in the chat later along with models. That way you guys can find them on here on YouTube. They're going to be doing a modeling thing later today. Not sure whether it's on JP. It's whose channel it's going to be on exactly. JP or models or somebody else's. And I'm actually going to be on there. I've got a 3D puzzle that I bought a couple years ago at the dollar store, and I started putting it together on one of their streams a couple weeks ago. And I figured out, I think, most of it, although the beatings took the pieces took a beating. So I'm going to probably have to use my glue gun and start putting everything together that way. That way it can look half decent. I've had a couple modeling streams since I did that, started it, but through Christmas and everything, I was unable to get to it, so. Oh, you guys didn't see all that. Sorry, I did the feet. This guy's got more. Stuff on him than I don't know what. So anybody's got any comments, questions, whatever, feel free to comment. Guns aren't really my thing, so. A lot of things aren't my thing. Let's see. Oh, hey, Bernie One, how are you? Sorry, got the chat basically in front of me, but so concentrating on my inking that sometimes I don't see stuff right in front of me. How are you today, Burning One? Are you still here watching? If you're there, Burning One, hello. See, my number went back up to 4. So we're almost done cable. So it's almost done for the day. And people, remember, I am available for commission. So if you want any particular character drawn, I am more than willing to draw pretty much anything. I only charge $25 plus you got to pay the shipping. I know to the States it's like $3 for a regular. Well, fairly good a 9x12, we'll say. And the envelope I can get for like $1. So, you know, you're paying $4 for shipping and handling, I guess it is. Shipping and packaging. So, and I'm fairly cheap. Like I said, $25. So this has been High Noon Live Draw with Rick Piper. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, all that lovely stuff. Be sure to check out my other content. And I should have a snack video up in an hour or so. And hopefully some other video later on tonight of me doing whatever. Hopefully a time lapse for one of my characters. Okay, bye for now. God bless. Have a great and wonderful day.